At another school around here, they talk about an offensive line rotation because they use so many offensive plays at the high tempo. Are you guys going to have to rotate offensive linemen with high tempo, or are you guys going to settle on 5 and go with those horses?
If somebody's good enough to help us play and the drop off between the 1 and 2 is not that significant, then we will rotate linemen by series. But right now we do have some possibilities or some options out there, and it's just a matter of finding the top 5 right now.
Coach, your line doesn't look to be fat anymore. How'd you do it?
Oh, I didn't do anything. They bought in. They got with the nutritionist. The only thing I did was I would just check on their weight periodically, and they continue to work at that, and that's something that I think is a testament to them that they understand where they need to be, and they worked at it over the summer.
The big guys like to eat, though. I mean, how do you keep them on that path, the right path, and not eating too much?
Well, I think it's not about how much they eat. It's about what are they eating and when are they eating. If they're eating a snack at 9, 10 o'clock and it's basically a meal for everybody else, that's going to add on weight. But if they're smart about what they're eating and control, and now we're at the point that we're trying to maintain body weight and not let them go up too high. But they've done a really nice job on their own.
How much better is this line right now than they were at the end of spring?
Well, I think it's a different line. I mean, we didn't have Junior Salt here in the spring, and so I never got an opportunity to see him in person. He adds some physicality to the front. Very smart player. Very commanding player without having to say a lot. I mean, when he does talk, those guys listen. So I do believe we are better, but at the same time, again, that's the kids buying in and working on the stuff on their own in the summer when we don't have as much time with them. But they've done a really nice job in those two months prior to camp opening.
If the season started today, how much playable depth would you have right now?
I think the season started today, we would probably play. We would have 8 guys that I'd feel comfortable, maybe a 9th putting in a game.
And what do you want to have by the time the season starts?
Probably 10. That way you don't have to have guys learning multiple positions if possible. But I would say right now, like I said, we have 8, maybe a 9 old linemen, which is a good problem to have. It creates competition. There's no practice that a kid can take off that they'll say, well, they got nobody else, and so I'm just going to dog at this practice. Those guys, that competition creates better practices.
You guys seem pretty set center to the left. Right side, though, still up in the air. What do you want to see out of those guys to really solidify one of those starting spots?
Well, really, the only guy that's switching on the right side is Isaac. He's playing both right guard and right tackle, whereas everybody else is really focusing on that one spot. And I think it could obviously change, but right now Isaac's the one swing guy. We just need to find the 2 best guys out of those 4 or 5 guys we're looking at, and that's who we'll start on the 28th.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you.